Matt Magaw here, 330 to go high school football show. I have the privilege of being with Coach Larry Laird. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, can't complain. It's a nice Tuesday here. It's game week. Obviously, you're getting ready. You have the Wadsworth Grizzlies coming out this Friday night. Um, Started off the year right now. You're 1-1. Big week one win. You guys took on Stowe. Obviously handled that 48-18 pretty
Right.
convincingly. What was kind of your thought pattern coming out of that week one? Because a lot of times in the summer, you're trying to figure out where you are as a team. So after
Right.
that week one win, where did you kind of put your coach?
Now the big thing is, you want to make that jump from week one to week two is your biggest improvement. We obviously did not do that, but our kids, played really hard. We've had great effort the first 2 weeks, but week one we played really hard. We had to shake off the rust a little bit. Danny Stoddard, our quarterback, did not play in any of the scrimmages, so really coming out of week one, we were just like got to shake off the rust.
All right. So, but you get the 48 18 win. And like you said, you went down and took on Olatanji the second week. Didn't go according to plan a little bit. What did you learn about your team, though, coming out of that? And what's the message for this week three?
Well, we preach FIPS, fumbles, interceptions, penalties, and that's really, I mean, don't get me wrong, Olentangy was a quality football team, and Coach Bartholomew does a great job down there. But, um, it's difficult when you come out and you commit 7 penalties in the first quarter, turn the ball over inside the 20 twice in the first half, and to overcome those, it's just very hard to do that, especially against a quality opponent like Olentangy. So don't get me wrong, we don't think that we gift wrap the game to them, but we gift wrap the game to them.
Hey, I get it. You know, it's those self-inflicted wounds that you kind of have, but easily identified and easy fix for you guys. You guys had such an incredible run last year. I'm sure going into this year, that's a focus point of where you guys want to get back. You had mentioned Danny Stoddard wasn't able to play a little bit in the preseason, but obviously this year he's kind of picking up where he left off statistically, where he's putting up those numbers pretty quickly and pretty easily. He's got two wide receivers out there that Austin Knowles and Jack Wojak, or yes, Jack Wojak, that obviously I believe 117 on receiving and 111. So he definitely spreads that around, coach. What's it like though having Danny Stoddard, who is now in his second year, and really taking that helm there out there from Medina?
Well, the big thing is for him that he's taken the next step. In the off season through film study, he has really improved his game. He's always had the physical tools. It's a matter of the mental tools and taking it to the next step, and I think he's done that.
Yeah, I know everyone. Obviously, last year the big conversation was replacing that guy that might play at Penn State, and I think we're definitely removed from that. Heard a lot about that. No disrespect to him. I kind of come from that idea of I think Danny's done a phenomenal job of really replacing that. And statistics have shown that. But that leadership, like you had mentioned, that really takes it to a next step. You do have a sophomore down there, Cliff Nichols, 2 sacks on the season. The youth, where is that the movement that's coming through? Obviously, it's always nice when you see the sophomores playing up at the varsity level, coach.
Yeah, we have a couple of sophomores that we trust, both sides of the ball, to be honest. And Cliff's done a great job for us so far. He better be ready to strap it on a little bit this week against Wadsworth. Very physical football team. And overall, we've got to really be a little bit more physical this week.
Okay. With that being said, like you mentioned, you have them coming in. You got them last year, week three. The quarterback who's taken the helm for him this year, that was his first start last year. You guys
Correct.
were able to knock them off close. What was odd was you got them again in week 12, second week of the playoffs, correct?
Correct.
They score 35 both times. Is that the magic number that we've got to keep them underneath to be able to get the victory? Or, it just seemed odd to me. Is it just coincidental?
I don't know what the magic number is, but they're pretty darn good.
they,
So
they are.
uh, it's
What
going to be a track meet. Both teams will get up and down the field.
Okay, so that's your main point this week is obviously protecting the ball, eliminating the turnovers. What's something else that you're telling your team to eliminate any of those thoughts that they had about last season and forgetting it? Because new year, new team mentality, right?
Yeah, Watt and Medina, what a great rivalry! It's what high school sports are all about, and we're excited for the matchup. I'm sure they're excited for the matchup. Um, there's no love lost between the teams or the towns in general, and but that's what makes high school sports so great. So, I mean, obviously, you're playing for bragging rights and whatnot. Coach Todd and his staff do a great job over there at Wadsworth. Really admire what they do. I think both staffs really respect each other, and I think it's going to be another great high school football game.
Definitely, coach. I mean, you can. I know that there is respect across it. I get that whole crosstown rivalry, something that definitely comes with the territory. And like you said, it totally makes high school football what it is, pure and simple, and just enjoyable. So obviously, as you're getting ready for Friday night, we know it's going to be pretty much rocking at Kenneth Duke Stadium. With that being said, when you're getting ready for the game, coach, what's a pregame ritual look for like for you? What superstitions do you have if you can
I
indulge?
wear the same outfit uh, when we've been successful. I'll wear the same clothes like that. I'll wear the same clothing that we when we played Wadsworth last year in
Okay.
both games. I'll wear the same clothes.
What's that look like, coach? Khakis,
Uh,
windbreaker top,
Black on black. It'll
black.
be
All
black
right.
on black.
All right, little Johnny Cash, huh? I like
Yeah, yeah.
That's perfect. That's perfect. No, just something to kind of. What about the team? What does the team look like when they get ready for a Friday night? What is kind of like walk us through real quick what their Friday afternoon is going to look like after school?
Well, the big thing for us, we get into film. We have some meetings around 4:30, and then we try to keep them loose. As far as we allow some music and stuff like that. But that it's a different generation. When I played or when you played and whatnot, it was quiet and all that. The kids don't react to that very well anymore. Even when I started coaching, 30 years ago, yeah, it's quiet, be thinking about your assignments and stuff like that. Kids today, they want to listen to their music and listen, or as far as staying loose. So that's really what it is. Our kids this week, I think they'll be ultra focused though. This is a big game.
Well, as you said, like adapting to the times and allowing the music to kind of get the kids going on Fridays. Your offense, you have adapted to the times tremendously. You've really opened it up over the last few years. What is that offense going to continue to look like? What is the focus point for you as you build it? Because it's constantly
Well, I
evolving.
think it's constantly evolving. I mean, you just said it. It's constantly evolving. We've tailored our offense and our defense, but really our offense to the talent level that we have. We don't have the big meat grinder linemen. It's always funny to hear the people up in the stands, yelling, run the ball. And we're going up and down the field. What else do you want? But we are coaching to the talent that we have. And, we have some very talented young men. That doesn't mean we can't run the football when needed. I mean, we do have some guys up there that are very physically tough and can run the football. But, when you're lining up a couple of years ago against St. Ed's and our tackles are 190 pounds and their defensive ends are Division I guys that weigh 230, you're not going to run the football very much. I mean, that's just the way it is. So we've adapted. We try to do put our kids in situations that they can be successful. And that's what can we do to put them in those situations. So that's what we are always attempting to do when it's evolving.
That's a phenomenal answer. I mean, that's what good coaches do, right? That's what somebody always once told me is, good coaches allow their assistant coaches and their players to be great. So adapting to that, kudos to you, coach. Seriously, I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Love that answer. So last question. If you're talking and you're telling everybody the Medina faithful, which I'm sure is going to be there in major sport, but let's try to rally a few more to get the place rocking. What would be your message to the Medina fan base going into this Friday, Coach?
Please come on out. It's going to be a beautiful night. Going to be a great high school football game, and get really loud when they have the football.
Perfect. That's yes. Short, simple, to the point. I love it. So, well, Coach, thank you so much for taking time out of the day to talk with us. Again, this is Magaw with 330 to Go's high school football coach and Coach Laird. I appreciate you again, Coach. You're awesome. Phenomenal interview. And best of luck and wishes for this Friday.
Thank you very much. And thanks for everything you guys do for high school sports. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. You have a great day.
All right. Thanks. You